Swift and complete obedience. You know, that is a rule that I definitely live by. And I think it's one of the most important rules in living this kingdom life. Sometimes God tells us to do stuff and we're swift to obey, but the part that I think most people miss is complete obedience. I'll first of all give you a biblical reference and then I'll give you examples. God tells Abraham, leave your country, leave your kindred and leave your father's house and go where I tell you. Abraham was swift to obey. He left. Problem, his obedience was incomplete. God told him, leave your country, leave your kindred and leave your father's house. Well, Abraham took Lot with him, and Lot is his nephew. He didn't leave his kindred completely. He did leave some, but he didn't leave all of them. And that probably delayed the full manifestation and the prophetic expression of what God wanted to do in Abraham's life. Because God doesn't function in time. We do. If God tells you to do something and you're wasting time not doing it, well, he's fine. It's up to you. And it's you that has an age. It's you that's probably going to pass on soon. He's fine. If his word doesn't get fulfilled in your life, probably not necessarily because of something you did, it's just maybe something we missed. So Abraham, his destiny, the prophetic destiny or the manifestation of the things that God wanted to do in his life took longer, in my opinion, because his obedience wasn't complete. But when Abraham had a problem with Lot, what happened? Abraham and Lot separated. After Abraham and Lot separated, God came and said, now look to the north, to the south, to the west, and the east. Everything you see is yours. So if God tells you, hey, I need you to go to Florida today, I have an assignment for you, and you stop in Texas, well, you obey. Your obedience wasn't complete. So you will never ever see what God wanted you to do because you didn't finish what he asked you to do. For me, I think one of the big things is last year I just had a revelation to write this book, and I wrote the book, and I didn't feel like I was ready to write the book. I didn't even feel like I was ready enough to get in the process of publishing and putting it out and all that kind of stuff. One of the things that God had asked me to do was not only publish this book, but start writing, maybe write 1 or 2 articles about the book and market the book. Well, September came, I published the book. I didn't write anything. Then October, then November, then December. Around that time, I started feeling it in my bones. I'm like, well, my obedience wasn't complete, so I can't be praying and asking God for all this other stuff when I haven't even finished the first thing he asked me to do. So I quickly wrote 2 articles and I put it out there. And I got a very good connection out of that, which I thought was interesting. The next thing was market, just market the book put it out there for free for about a day or so. I lazied off, procrastinated. And so I decided maybe about 2 months ago to put the book out there, put some funds forward and then market the book. Again, I don't know how it did. I don't think, it didn't necessarily in my own eyes look like it did very well, except an organization caught wind of it. And the book that I wrote is called For Boys in Men's Bodies, Overcoming the Struggles of Growing Up Without a Father. And I wrote a lot of insights, concepts, and foundational thoughts in it. And this organization loved it. They took it, blew it up, and used it for one of their outreach events. And I may just have the opportunity to be doing speaking engagements and workshops for them out of a simple instruction that came out from last year, which I'm sure if I did earlier, I probably would have been in a far better place than I am today. So just an example of swift and complete obedience. And I'll be sharing with you guys subsequently how I keep and I track the words that I receive from the Lord, or just the things that I receive in my own quiet time, and how I execute them and the results of them so far. But I just wanted to start by sharing a word on swift and complete obedience. If God told you to do something, you may have started to do it, which is great. But if it's not complete, go back and finish what he said to do, no matter how difficult it is. And trust me, when you're done, you will see you will see a manifestation, or you see an expression of what he wanted to do in the first place if you had done it earlier. So, just my 2 cents, but just that I bless you guys today. All right, take care. Bye.